Christmas.
All right.
Merry Christmas to all. Thanks.
Welcome to our last show of the year. We've got plenty more shows lined up. I had a few questions for Ben though, because I've been behind the camera most of the time. You guys haven't seen me much, but what was your favourite show of the year?
Look, without a doubt, and it's come from my background being a teacher, but without a doubt, the Formula High School at Lakeside. That I was inspired by that.
It's supposed to watch, isn't it?
Look, it really is. The dedication of the teachers really got me. The kids were loving it, and and that's borne out by the lineup of kids that these schools have got wanting to get into that program.
Yeah.
But it just, when we caught up with one of the teachers at the Noosa Hill Climb, and he started telling us a story of an ex-student who had been in tears before she went out on the track in her helmet. She was bawling her eyes out because her anxiety levels were so high.
Yeah.
And he said to us, "I've got goosebumps just talking about this."
Yeah.
And I thought, I love that passion and that dedication to the kids. And so that really was a shining.
It's something
episode.
to follow, especially the new workshops that got planned.
Yeah.
I mean, there's stories there that can just go on forever.
To the staff of, obviously we featured Sunshine Beach so high there, but I know that Padua College and Mount Maria and a whole heap of 26 high schools across whatever it was. Just well done to those teachers and those kids and the parents who are backing it as well. And now they've got corporate sponsorship. I think that is such a positive thing. I was blown away by it. I just loved it. It was brilliant.
As we talk, we would love you guys to leave us comments in the video. We want a bit of feedback on what you guys want to see next year. We want to know what you guys enjoyed.
Yeah, for sure.
What you want to know more about. If you want us to follow up any stories like the Formula High School, I mean, I can guarantee we're going to be following that 2025 without a doubt.
Yep.
It's going to be awesome. So now to the next question. So out of the different people we interviewed and talked to, there doesn't have to be just one, I'm thinking probably two or three, who were the most inspiring characters that you saw that come across and thought, wow, these guys are on a different level, they're beyond passionate, they live, they breathe what they're doing.
Yeah. To me, there was a standout. I love the passion that various individuals have for their cars, and as it transpired, they have for each other as well. Especially husband and wife who spend all this time with still in a car. And bringing them along to these car shows, and you can just see the camaraderie that different car owners have for each other. But when you see passion in a partnership, and they've met through the car, and that passion has continued in the love, and the kids are involved. It's just wonderful. But look, the standout for me is Doug Parkinson. What a really nice guy for a start. A lovely, genuine human being, but he's devoted his entire life to motorsport, to the Ford brand, to promoting the Model T. And the knowledge that guy has.
Second to none.
And he invited us in like we were just long lost friends. What a lovely guy.
Yeah.
Amazing guy.
The best garage tour we've had.
Oh, for sure. It was fantastic. Loved it. Yeah, it was good fun.
Absolutely amazing.
Good. Well worth it.
Yeah.
If you see anyone getting around in a Model T, doesn't matter who they are,
Give me a yell.
someone go and say good day to them. Just admire their perseverance. It's just fantastic.
So, standout event for the year, to me, was Noosa Concourse.
Noosa Concourse.
What are you looking forward to with that next year? Can you see it getting bigger and better?
Well, kudos to the organising committee that put that whole show together. The Noosa Concourse was so. Hello.
Buddy the guard dog.
World, this is Buddy. Buddy, this is World.
Buddy's going to have his own YouTube channel.
Hey, Buddy. It's all right. He'll mull around. Okay, so standout show for me was definitely Noosa Concourse. I think. Look, kudos to the committee who put that whole thing together. I know there was a lot of work involved in that. Yes. To Steve Paget and his crew,
Yeah.
that helped him through that. And to the Noosa Shire Council as well,
Yes.
to have the
Big time.
foresight to say, hey, this is something really special and we need to get behind this. Look, I've never been to Pebble Beach. I'd love to go to Pebble Beach in the
Yep,
States. But I spoke to people at the Noosa Concourse who said, I've been to Pebble Beach and I think this is every bit as good as that.
Yeah, that's true. I've heard that as well. Yeah.
So
and
that-
a number of people were there.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking 20
plus 4,000
Yeah,
people.
it was electric. It was amazing.
Really was. Looking forward to it again.
Yeah.
This coming year. Incredible.
That's on our to-do list.
Oh, yeah.
My second runner-up to that would have to be the Leyburn Springs.
Oh, yes.
So me being I love my sports cars, like my old historic race cars. So for me, looking back on a lot of race cars and that I enjoyed having back in the days when I was in the museum there, and just seeing them out on the track and taking these things around. I mean, that was amazing to me.
It was.
Yeah,
It was good.
yeah. And that's a weekend, a good weekend of it.
Yeah, for sure.
So what was your favourite?
Look, I'd agree with you. I think Leyburn Springs. Folks, I've never been to Leyburn Springs before.
Yep.
I've been to a couple of small race events, nothing like that. I think it was, from my understanding, it was world class. It really, really was good.
Yeah.
And just the smell of the petrol in the air and the
And
burning rubber.
Everything else is
These guys that have put their heart and soul, and the women too, put everything into these cars and just flogging them around this little tight street circuit.
Yeah.
More power to them. That's just brilliant.
Yeah,
I love it.
absolutely. It's something to put on your calendar for next year.
If you haven't been,
it's
do yourself a
must
favour.
Must do.
Go to Leyburn. It's a lovely little town.
Yeah.
The place comes alive. The pub was great.
It was, yeah.
And really nice staff at the pub.
Yeah.
Go and get a cold beer and sit in the main street and watch a $40,000 old race car banger go around. Wow, what a hoot.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Really good. Great stuff.
And so out of I have to ask you, what was your favourite kind of car that kind of really did it for you? I mean, we saw a lot of stuff, and it's a hard question because we're looking at stuff that was, late 1800s we're seeing all the way up through to last year, pretty much.
Sure.
So, what was your kind of...
The one that really stood out for me, and I didn't think, like, if you were to ask me before we videoed it, I was like, no way in the world. But it was a silver ghost in the main street at Noosa.
Yep.
And there was a husband and wife, lovely people, that spent so much time and effort and money restoring this car.
Yep. Custom stuff.
Custom stuff. And his memory was failing.
Yes.
And she took over the interview
Big time.
and she said, this is what we've done to this car. And the thing looked like it had stepped out of, I don't know, a Hollywood movie somewhere. It was just stunning.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful,
it was beyond.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. So, well done.
Big tick there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well done to them.
So what sort of stuff in your crystal ball? I mean, we know we've talked about doing an historic town hotel kind of tour.
The big pub crawl.
The big pub crawl, which we've been talking about doing. But what are you looking forward to next year as far as car events concerned?
Look, there's so much happening in Southeast Queensland. The fact that these councils are getting on board and they're seeing that the car culture is really picking up and it's worth something, and they're jumping on board with it. I think that's great. So I'm looking forward to seeing what some of these councils can actually come up with and say, hey, we're happy to back this. We want to push this forward.
Well, Caboolture was very much that. The cruise in Caboolture, there was Peter Flannery and Embrook. That was an event, a very spur of the moment event actually, and they pulled it off, and it was really good. And there was a really good variety of cars there. We had old FC Holdens and McLaren.
Yeah.
We had everything.
Incredible.
It was
and stuff I'd never even seen before.
Yeah.
I didn't even know existed.
Exactly.
Lagonda, awesome. Just the fact that, and such a good vibe there too. People were really enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
It was a nice day, but, in the middle of Caboolture, who knew?
I know. And they all turned up. It was amazing. It was very good. Had bands there. It was really well done.
Good band.
Really good food.
Good food. Food makes the difference.
It does.
Yeah.
It makes a big difference,
Get those good
especially
food
for us
bands.
on the road.
Absolutely.
There's only so many surveys you can go to, so good food is a very good thing. guess one of my final questions is, I mean, we cover a lot of clubs. We cover a lot of club organised events. What would be your thought on the most progressive club on really going places and where they're going next year? Who sort of had it all, seem to all have it under control, and they really sort of did amazing things.
I think the Max Bridge event at Bullshit Airfield,
Got legs.
the fact that the Triumph Club had been involved in that for so long,
Yes.
with dwindling numbers,
Yes.
and the MX-5, Mazda MX-5 Club, well done to you guys for coming in
Definitely.
and sort of enveloping that into their fold and saying, look, we've got the numbers and we've got the membership to help you guys to make this work. It was a really nice collaboration between two,
It was.
well, not totally different marques, you know, it's a
yeah.
similar sort of car, but from different areas and obviously from different countries, but with the same sort of flavour to it. And I think that was a lovely thing. And also, what really got me was the Riley Club in Sanford. That little shed that they put together there. Wow.
That was a gem.
I mean,
Absolute gem.
it's a lot of people. If you went up to the average person in the street and said, tell me what you know about the Riley motor car, most people have never even heard of it.
Yes, yeah.
But these guys have, not only are they keeping that spirit alive, but they're actually really thriving with
It
it
had a
too.
massive parts collection. That's what I couldn't believe.
It's
It
incredible.
had a massive parts collection.
Fantastic. Cool stuff from all over. There it was. You know, you've got a Riley, well, this is where you've got to come.
So if you've got a Riley, you're looking for parts, join the club, get in touch with them, because these guys had, I've never seen a club like it. To have that array of parts.
Absolutely.
That I can guarantee half of them would have been as rare as.
Great
It's
stuff.
just amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No. Right.
O'Reilly. Yeah, very much.
Really good.
All right.
So tell me, I got a question for you, my friend.
Here we go. I was meant
So-
to be asking the question.
All right. So back in about March of last year, we were sitting around a dinner table, and Mark said to me, he said, "Look, I've got this idea." He said, "I've had this domain name for a while now, and it's called Australian Car Collector." And he said, "I want to put together a YouTube show," and he said, "I'd like you to help me with it." And I thought, all right, I've never done anything like this before. So my question to you, my friend, is what on earth inspired you to do this thing first?
For people that have got a bit of an inkling of where I've been before, I was big in the publishing industry. I was desperate to have a publication that was similar to Octane magazine, which is one of the nicest English
Really nice.
publications, and I wanted something that was for Australia. There's a lot of magazines around the time that were covering stuff, but the print quality wasn't right, and photography was very standard kind of stuff.
Yep.
And I wanted to emulate, if not do my own version of that. So, cut a long story short, the magazine eventually I closed it down, but it taught me a lot of things along the way. I got to meet a lot of amazing people along the way, and at the end of the day, the video is a very similar thing. So it's a publishing platform, and we're talking to people just like I spoke to people in the magazine, and we're looking at cars, and we're capturing cars. But the amazing thing is I'm not relying just on my words to capture how the person's feeling. We actually talk to the people.
Yeah.
And you especially are extracting that out of these people on how they feel about their car, how they got into it, why they enjoy it, and where they're going to go with it.
Yep.
So I think that's pretty much, in a nutshell, where we are now. We're essentially a video version of what I played with many years ago.
Sure.
Yeah.
So the pages are coming to life.
They really are.
Yeah. And look, to all the people that we've spoken to over not quite 12 months yet, but in that time that we've spoken to all of these people and produced more than 20 shows.
Yes.
A huge thanks to them and to those people who've subscribed to the show and who watch the show.
And spread the word.
And spreading the word too. I've spoken to a lot of people that said, "Hey, listen, I found out about you guys through somebody else."
Yes.
So thank you to them.
Very much so, yeah.
And
Without you guys, we wouldn't be doing it. I mean, we love it and we enjoy doing what we're doing, but at the same time, we need people to appreciate and to enjoy.
For sure. But So what we've discovered, I think, too, is that there's so much more that people have to tell
Yes.
than just the car itself,
Yes. Yes.
or their history with cars.
Yeah.
Every car's got a story, but every person has many, many stories.
Amazing stories.
And to listen to some of those stories and be privileged enough to bring that to life,
Yes.
I think that's been such a...
Very much so.
It's an honour, really.
It really
in many ways. It is an honour.
Yeah, for people to share, what they have and what they're doing. It's a glimpse. It's a very rare glimpse.
It is.
It really is.
It's a great thing. Yeah. It really is a good thing. So look, I would say to people who have subscribed, thank you so much for coming along with us on the journey. Tell your friends, get the word out there. We're really keen to bring more and more content to you throughout the year.
Yes.
We've got some great things lined up, but more importantly, thank you so much for sharing your stories with us. We do have a spin-off to what we're doing.
I was going to say, it's a good segue, Ben.
Nice. You like that?
That's a very good segue. I think you should go right into
You
that.
like that? Thanks. It's a shameless plug. Here we go. So look, we've developed a bit of an offshoot to this. Being a video production company such as we are, we've developed a sideline to this, and it's called Tell My Story. So what we do is we provide a video autobiography of a person's life. So it's a little bit like saying, well, look, I could read an autobiography on a person, but this is seeing an autobiography of a loved one, of somebody that you know intimately. So we sit down with a client, we spend a good 2-3 hours with them, and we just ask them questions about their life. It may be something to do with cars, it may be not, but everybody has a story to tell. And so Tell My Story has kicked off with some wonderful characters. It doesn't go live, it doesn't go out there to the web.
It's
a private family show. It goes for about an hour and a half, and it allows the family to look at that loved one and say, well, this is what uncle, grandma, dad, whoever it is, this is what they've done with their life. This
is what they were like.
Yeah.
This is why you're like that.
That's right. and in many ways, I see that as being a little bit of a road trip.
Yeah.
Here I am sitting, privileged to sit alongside this person, and they're in the driver's seat, and they're telling their story on this road trip. And sometimes we might change driving positions.
Yeah.
They'll become the passenger for a while, and I'll become the driver. And that's only to steer the show. It's some people ramble, so we've got to pull them back and say, hey, listen, let's get back to where we're at.
Yeah.
But that's been a fascinating thing for me. I've really enjoyed that.
So I mean, I'll have comments in the description below, but check it out. onmystory.com.au is that particular endeavour. Again, share it around, tell people.
Oh, for sure. Look, if you've got a family member who has a story to tell, one lady said to me, when I approached her about this, she said, look, but she said, Ben, my life's just not really all that interesting. And I said, well, maybe, just maybe, nobody's really taken that much of an interest in it. Yep. And I heard a wonderful quote once who said, a very, very wise guy said, if you think someone's boring, you just don't know them well enough.
That's right.
And I think there's so much in that. Yeah. Everybody's got a story to tell. So Tell My Story is about bringing that to life.
Yeah.
And we put it on a video or professional quality USB. It goes back to the family.
4K.
Yep, 4K. We can include family VHS, even Super 8 if it's in good condition. Family photos, your favourite music, we can put it all into it for a reason, I think pretty reasonable price sort of package. We tried to keep it as affordable as we possibly can to get those stories out there. So if you know of somebody, you'll see the link at the bottom of the screen. Get in touch with us. We really look forward to helping you to help that family member share their story.
Definitely. Well, that's pretty much it from us. Looking forward to meeting you next year, out and about.
Sure.
If you see us at events, come up and say good day.
If you've got a nice car, if you've got an old car, if you've got a banger, it doesn't matter if it's got a story behind it. That's all that really matters.
Or an event.
Or an event, yeah, for sure. If you've got an event that you'd like covered, we're more than happy to talk to you about that and see what we can do to help. But look, as far as the Australian Car Collector channel is concerned, please tell your friends, like and subscribe, hit the bells, hit all the bells and whistles that you've got to do, all the bits and pieces down the bottom. And please leave us some comments too. We love the comments, and we promise you that we will reply to your comments because they're really, really important to us. So, mate, thank you very much. Here's to 2025.
See you on the road.
See you on the road,
Right.
folks.
Thank you. Like and subscribe.
Leave it.